anything too hard for him. So as you go forth from here, I pray that you'll go forth with praise. And we are going to sing, I don't know if I put this in here.
Well, I was wondering, do you want me to say a few things about astronomy?
Yeah, would you?
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay. Get our expert, yes. You got time.
Okay, I just want to say that the universe is very big. It says in the scriptures, the heavens declare the glory of God. It says, by the word of the mouth, or by the word of the Lord, the heavens were made and everything in them. We're just 27,000 light years away from the center of the galaxy, which is 100,000 light years across, which is very, very far, like trillions, I mean, that's an understatement, trillions of miles. And we're in a, we have Earth, and then we have the solar system, and then we have about a few hundred billion stars in our Milky Way galaxy alone, and yet our galaxy is a part of a local group of, like, usually groups are, or clusters of galaxies are like 30 to 70 galaxies, or 40 to 70 galaxies, and then they're just gravitationally bound, and then there's clusters of galaxies that are also gravitationally bound that are called superclusters, and there's so many superclusters in the entire universe. It says in the Bible that the entire universe is in the span of God's hand, so He is under control. Even we're even like very small, like smaller than an electron in comparison or so. So if God has the entire universe in the span of His hands, of course He has everything in control and such. Earth is spinning about hundreds of thousands of miles an hour, depending on where you are on Earth. We're going around the sun at 67,000 miles an hour. The sun's moving relative to other stars at 40,000 miles an hour. And we're going around the center of the galaxy at over 500,000 miles an hour. And yet, at 27,000 light years away, to go around the center of the galaxy would take over 230 million years. And we're heading toward the Andromeda galaxy, the nearest spiral galaxy, which is 2.5 million light years away. Also the same size as ours, but is more dense with stars, has 1 trillion stars. We're heading to that galaxy. We're heading to each other at 180,000 miles an hour, and yet that astrophysics had calculated that to be 4 billion years from now. Not that we would be here 4 billion years, but that's very fascinating. And Edwin Hubble, I believe he was in Griffith, somewhere around there. He measured the redshifts of stars. I mean, like when things go away from us, it's called a redshift. When they come towards us, it's called a blue shift, because the compression and the stretching of the light rays. And he measured, he found that galaxies were moving away from us. Distant galaxies were moving away from us faster, and some galaxies were moving away from us faster than the speed of light, I read. So there's no exact center of the universe, because to the galaxy's perspective, we're moving away from them. What he did, whether, I don't know if he was a believer, so whether he knew it or not, it corroborates what the Bible says, that so many times that God stretches out the heavens. And that is exactly what Edwin Hubble proved, that the universe is expanding, and it says multiple times in the Bible that God stretches out the heavens. It also says in the Bible, it refers to how like the circle of the earth and the earth suspending on nothing. I mean, back in those days, people thought a giant man was holding up the earth. People thought that the earth was flat and such, but the Bible has a lot of things in science that talks about science that science had not been discovered at that point yet. So
yeah. Wow, very good, Matthew. Thank you for that lesson. That's good to know.
Oh, and the test is at 6 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, okay. Do we hand them in to you? Do we do it online, or?
It's all online now.
Yeah, okay.
Can you bring that one back up?
Uh-huh.
Can you bring that one back up?
Sure.